Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Today we're going to be joined by a friend of mine, Johan Wagenaar, South African, all the way in Spain right now. Hey, Matt, how you doing, man? Come in, guys. Request, Johan. You can request, my brother. Busy jamming some music, yeah, man. Missing home. Request, brother. Yo,
What's up, bro?
what's happening, buddy?
How's it going, my man? How's it going? I see you got the tunes pumping there.
Hey, man, missing home, man. Been
Hey,
missing
bro.
home, man. Been missing home. How you been?
Bro, all good, man. All good. I just finished up some classes. Um, yeah, I had like 2 hours of teaching today,
Yeah.
so nothing too hectic.
Are you teaching English?
Um, yeah, bro, teaching English, but only like 9 hours a week. Yeah, full time, bro. Trying to find time for everything, eh?
Yeah. Now, listen, let's get straight into it. I'll let you introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so what's up, guys? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Johan Wagenaar, born and raised in Escort, KwaZulu-Natal. Yeah, currently playing rugby in Spain. So yeah, it's been good. So far, so good.
That's good, man. Listen, like I
Yeah.
said, you jumped straight into it, man. You said you were teaching. How did you get that job, first of all? You teaching English.
Bro, you know me with my epic English skills, bro.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah,
But
bro. So basically, in my first year's contract, I did put in my CV and that I can speak English and that, and obviously in Spain, people's English isn't as good.
yeah,
So
you aren't that
yeah,
good.
they aren't that good, bro. So yeah, I got an opportunity. Me and one of my other South African friends at an English academy,
Yeah.
and yeah, bro, started off teaching like in companies and also like young kids
Mm-hmm.
between the age from 3 to 16. And yeah, bro, I've been holding on to that job 4 years later. I'm still here. So yeah, my English must be quite alright, eh?
Yeah, it's good. It must be quite all right indeed. I'm just going to I'm saying hello to everyone that's just joined us. Thank you for joining us. Man, let me go straight to uh, talking about your career. We first met each other 2013, 2014 season, at Shield season. I'd like you to tell me about the experience. Obviously, I've shared a lot of my experiences about that season. I'd like you to tell me about your experience, your best moments, your worst moments, what you took out of it.
Yeah, bro. That was the first time that I basically played with players, over 21, because I've just come out of my under 21 season that I played at Border,
Yeah,
still 20 at the time. And yeah, all of a sudden, playing against guys that are up to 25, playing Varsity Shield for UKZN.
yeah,
Yeah, things got obviously a little bit more physical, faster, and I really enjoyed the Varsity Shield rugby. Um, some of the guys that we met there, we had some good boys from Durban as well, some guys
yeah,
that were on loan from the Sharks. Yeah, and also one of the highlights there was John Mitchell, which was our head coach. So it was obviously a guy with a big name and someone to look up to. So playing under him like really gave me extra motivation. Yeah, he really knew how to work with players. He always focused like on the players' feelings and if they're confident or not. And that really taught me a lot, really. Like Like I haven't played under a coach that focuses so much like on feelings and confidence, bro. So that was a big point in that year's season. And yeah, that's basically that, bro. And then obviously the team reaching the finals, that
Mm-hmm.
was a that was major for us, and unfortunately we lost with about 2 points against CUT that year. So
Yeah, I remember that, man. Tough
yeah, bro.
times, tough times. Then we moved
Yeah,
on then we got pumped the following week.
yeah, we got pumped against UJ at Flickr. Um, so yeah, bro, that was the
No,
difference between varsity field and varsity cup.
yeah. No, I think is that game, if you remember, we started out like a house on fire, man.
Yeah,
That game,
bro.
we scored first. We scored a magnificent try.
Yeah, bro.
And
Yeah, I
then
remember.
after
I
that it
think it was
went downhill.
the back scored.
No, I scored. I scored.
Oh, okay.
I scored.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. No, but moving on to that, like, man, I've always known you as a line-out specialist because you were the captain. You were the captain of the line-out that season. I remember. I
Yeah.
don't remember us losing a single line. I don't know how you did it. You always knew which lineouts to call. So, like with that, because we had some excellent forwards coaches. Oh, Santos, Santos, what's happening, man?
Santos, bro. That was a babysitting.
Is he babysitting? Yeah, shit. So with that, man, we had some good coaches for the forwards. We had the likes of Mitch, Strutters, and Reno. What sort of what did you learn from those coaches
Bro, I
while
think
you were still there?
the big thing there was, we had a great group of guys. We had Adam. Adam was on the lock as well with me.
Yeah.
Guys with experience, bro.
Yeah.
So
We also had cookies.
Cookies, bro. Yes, can't forget Cookies, man.
Yeah.
Playing abroad now as well. So yeah, I mean, we had really good guys alongside us. We had Mikkel on the hooker,
Yeah.
and yeah, the nice thing about that was, bro, like the coaches always just gave me freedom. They gave me a lot of like bad trust in me, so I could basically just call where the space was, and yeah, bro, that was that. And obviously, working with those kind of guys, it was easy, made my job so much easier.
No, I remember, man. Man, it was. I remember every game we went to a game with a different line out strategy, because
Yeah,
there's games where we went with full man line out. Then there's games where we just said, okay, these games we're going to do a 4-man or a 5-man line out only the whole game.
yeah.
And
No, the
and
nice,
that's why I said you're a line out specialist because you called everyone and we got every single ball. I remember we had Mikhail and we had Dean.
yeah, Dean as well. Yeah, Dean, big name as well. We were playing that season. So, good thing there was we had good players, good jumpers, good
Yeah.
lifters. So, we wanted to get guys obviously running, the big forwards, the flankers, you guys running at the fly-offs.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have pulled like 4-man lineouts, 5-man lineouts that season because we had a lot of ammunition to work with. So yeah, that made it easier, working with those kind of guys made my job so much easier and just jumping and pulling where the face was, bro.
I remember we scored a lot of first phase tries off the lineouts
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because we create so much space out wide. Or we had Dion Carney who was just a
Yeah,
like battering ram. Give him the ball and he'll get us over.
yeah, bro. It
Then
takes
we'll
like
just,
3 guys to stop that guy, bro. It's
then
really,
he'll,
really
then
good
everyone will
career.
feed off him.
Yeah, man. No,
Everyone would,
he was class.
now from us. I remember that you went to Rovers, right?
Yeah. So after that, UKZN wanted me to continue playing for them in
Mm-hmm.
Maritzburg. But that year I was based in Durban. So I had to travel from Durban to Maritzburg like 3, 4 times a week. We are a group of guys that managed to do it. And I
Yeah.
just thought for the following year, the extra traveling and that, it was just too much. So I managed to get an offer from Rovers. And yeah, I was still 20, 22 at the time. So I was also looking for a job. they managed to get me a job at Glenwood. So I was a border master there and also coaching the under 14C team. It
Poor
was a great
kids.
experience, you know.
Poor kids. What a master.
Working,
You. Poor kids.
bro, at least they could do lineouts. That's all that they could do, bro.
At least. Lineouts,
At
no,
least.
lineouts are very important. Set pieces are important. You know this.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, got a contract at Rovers. Played there. Managed to play Community Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of that season, that's where everything started. Really, that's where I got opportunities to play abroad, and yeah,
Did you
that's where the big
also
dream came true.
did you also see or feel the difference between moving from UKZN to Rovers? Because I also played for Rovers, and
Yeah.
I saw a major difference.
Yeah, bro. You know
Santos is on it. Santos, even today,
what?
you're still on it. Is he still on it?
Bro, that guy will never stop, bro. Santos is always on it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did you feel the difference, or did you notice the difference?
Yeah, going to Rovers, it was obviously for me at that time, like I heard it was like the best club in Durban, and they had like that winning streak record. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously entering the club with more confidence, you're going into a winning team. Then playing under the coaches like Derek Heiberg and Mike Bowles,
Yeah.
those are the guys that I got to know at Glenwood as well, and so that just made everything so much easier. Playing against under those guys, it was just a treat. And then also playing with some of the Sharks players that didn't make the cut for the weekend
Mm-hmm.
coming down. Yeah, it's a big opener, and yeah, very great. It was great, but the level was definitely much harder. The trainings, because you're competing against a lot more players, and yeah,
I
very,
think
I
I
would
think
say that is the best club rugby that I've played was 4 overs, 100%.
I also think I agree with you with the training and stuff, because training, when I went to Rovers, training was on a different level.
Different level, dude.
Derek and
Even
Mike,
Martin to see worked out
listen, Derek and Mike, uh, it's high intensity all the time.
all the time, dude.
All the time is high intensity, and it worked because it helped you with the last 20 minutes of the game every
Yeah,
single time. And whenever we train, we'd do like a circuit training, where we'd move from station to station. We'd
yeah,
probably do three or two rounds, but it will go so fast because it's high intensity, and you forget about the time. And next thing is like, okay, training's over, and you're like, whew,
well,
thank you,
yeah,
thank you,
yeah,
it's
bro.
over.
They always kept us on our toes there, bro. I remember like water breaks were like 2 minutes long. Like you're still taking a sip of your water, then they say, "Come on, we're back in it." So yeah,
No, but I'll agree with you when you say it was great being there. You get to test yourself. You see where your rugby is, because obviously Rovers Collegians are considered the best teams in KZN. Let me put it like that. Club teams in
yeah,
KZN, and if you can make a starting lineup week in, week out,
yeah,
then you know that you must be doing something right.
100%,
You
bro.
must be doing something right indeed. So,
Yeah,
like everyone dreams of representing their province or some province in one way or another, man. I
yeah,
know that you got to represent two. I know, if I'm not mistaken, two.
yeah, yeah,
You played
100%.
for Border, and you played under 21's KZN, right?
Yeah, at professional level, yes. But
Yes,
before that, I played Griffins, but that was only academy week, so I don't know
but
if that
that
counts.
still that still counts. That's still
Yeah,
representing. Wait,
yeah, yeah. So
how did you
true.
play for Griffins in Academy Week when you were in escort? Where did you go to school?
So I went to school in Maritzburg,
Okay.
my, up till grade 10. I went to Fort Tracker in Maritzburg, actually.
Yeah.
And then from grade 10 till matric, I went to Bethlehem for Tracker. So that's in the Free State
Oh,
in Bethlehem.
that's why.
Yeah. So up till grade 10, I played fullback. And then, yeah,
you
brother.
you played fullback?
Man, I played fullback, bro. I
That's
played
hard to
fullback
believe.
up until 16 years old, bro. And then, yeah, then I got too slow, bro. So when I changed schools, I went to obviously the training sessions and that.
Yeah.
And the coach told me, he's like, listen here, bud, you one of the tallest guys in the school. We're going to convert you into a lock. And I was thinking like, no, what are you saying? You know, I thought that the guy was joking and everything. Obviously at that time, I just do as I'm told, bro. I just did as
You
I
want to
was
you want to be in the team, right?
I want to be in the
you
team,
just want to be in the team.
So yeah, bro. I remember the next week training session, I was just jumping line outs, bro, in, week out. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's where it all started. So then in my matric year, I managed to represent Griffins in the academy week, and yeah, from there managed to get a contract at Border.
How was that experience at Border?
It was really good, mate. They had like a project, so they wanted to get promoted into the A Division Curry Cup. Actually, that year, under 19, we managed to do that. So, yeah, we played the Kings in the finals and we got promoted. The under 21 team was already in the A Division Curry Cup. So the following year, we had under 19 and under 21 from Border playing in the top league. So, yeah, bro, it was really great experience. We were like a squad of 30 guys living in a residence. So you can
All
just
together.
imagine, yeah, you can just
Okay.
imagine 30, 19-year-olds, bro. It was a dog show, but when it
I
came
was
to
about to
rugby,
say. I was about to say.
yeah. So when it came to rugby, obviously we were serious about it and that, but we also enjoyed like going out together and yeah, then they're developing and making brothers, bro. Some good memories as well. And
I'm
yeah,
glad you say that.
we
I'm
actually had
glad.
like a,
Sorry.
yeah.
Carry on.
I say we actually had like a super bad experience because like 2 weeks before the final, we all went out together as a whole team. And yeah, the coaches found out about it because they did ask us not to go out. Found out about it, bro, and yeah, like the whole squad was in big trouble. And yeah, managed to like get through fitness and everything for the rest of that week. So I think it actually
19-year-olds.
made us stronger.
19-year-olds.
Yeah,
You
you
see.
know what it's like.
No, I was saying I'm glad you're talking about memories and stuff because um, with the sport, with any sport, team sport that is, you make so many memories and you make so many connections like that last a lifetime, man.
Yeah,
That last a lifetime because even though you don't talk as much with the people that you used to play with, but whenever
yeah.
you see each other or you meet up or you link up or you see each other somewhere, it just picks up like this, like you guys have never been away from each other.
Never be separated,
You've
yeah,
never
bro.
been
That's
separated.
actually how that's actually how I felt like with Lucanio. So him and
Yeah,
I played under 19 together at Border,
yeah.
and yeah, like 3 years ago, 3 years later, he became a Springbok, bro. So I was like, wow, like look at this guy, and
Hmm.
met up with him in Durban, and it was really good, bro. It was like we haven't been like separated from each other. So yeah, we were meeting like making good friends, good memories. You know, that's what it's about.
Definitely. I'm just gonna say, guys that are watching, if don't if you have any questions for Johan, just shoot on the comment section. Shoot any question you want, any question. We don't mind. So
Anything goes.
how was your experience at the Sharks under 21?
Yeah, Sharks under 21. That was actually quite a surprise because you know, I was still under contract at Border. We were
Hmm.
like that almost that whole under 19 group that got promoted. We are still under contract and there was like long story short, politics and so they asked us to like leave. So my contract then went from border to the Falca. And then I didn't want that. I didn't want that contract. So I
Yeah.
didn't want to go to the Falca. I asked to be released, and that's how I managed to get into UKZN. And after the varsity Shield season and Rovers, that's when I got the call to go join a under-21 training session. And yeah, the squad hasn't really been announced yet by then. There was still like a big squad. And I went to one training session, and then they said, okay, like you should come for trials. You should come for trials next week. So yeah, ended up going for under-21 trials, managed to make the cut squad. And yeah, playing Sharks under-21 was like obviously a dream come true. We were playing for the under-21s. It's not like the senior team, but still at that time it really felt great. And yeah, bro, we didn't finish too well that year. I think we finished mid-table, like sixth or something. But yeah,
Still an experience, man.
Great experience, man. Like yeah, like playing on all the big stadiums in South Africa, managing to play against some big names. You know, they played at SA schools and that kind of thing. So really, really a great experience.
Yeah, Andrew's asking, can you straighten your arm?
No, mate. You know, 27 now, bro. With all the knocks, arm can't straighten, bro. Help in my arm.
Really?
No, yeah, bro. My arm is buggered. Can't straighten, but still managed to get to a rugby game, bro. You know what it is? Strapping.
You have no choice.
No choice, bro.
Your experience in Scotland. You were in Scotland?
Yeah, bro. So after the Rovers season, yeah, got a contract. My agent was Jared Null at the time. He managed to get me and Matt Twiddle. You know Matt
Yeah.
Twiddle? Yeah, both of us went to Falkirk in Scotland. Yeah, so we went over together. It was really a great experience, bro. We were also in a team that were planning to get promoted. And yeah, the only thing that I didn't enjoy there was the weather, bro. It was always raining, super cold.
My man. I know Scotland.
Yeah.
I know Scotland. Scotland is, it's not cool.
You know, coming from South Africa, where it's nice and sunny, and then going to go play there, it's like you have to adapt so much, you know, with the weather. And then you look at all the Scottish people and they say, no, this is normal for us. And you there going like, no, like when is this going to stop, you know? And they just say, no, it just continues the whole winter, the whole rugby season, muddy, wet, windy. So, yeah, I managed to make some good mates there, you know, like going out there as well. That was a big thing.
That must have been good.
Seeing the big cities like Edinburgh and Glasgow, meeting up with some other South Africans around there. So, yeah, it was fun,
it's so funny how there's so many Saffers in Scotland. In Europe, let me put it like that. In Europe, there's so many. So Spain now. How did that come about? How is it going? How is your Spanish? Hola, ¿qué tal?
Amigo.
Hola, amigo. ¿Qué tal? Muy bien.
You got the basics. You can come live here, but you got the basics.
You see? See, when I don't know, when you carry on talking, mono hablo español.
No entiendo nada.
You see?
Yeah.
So before you go on and tell us your experience there, who's the best player that you've played against or with?
Best player that I've played with is definitely not Luazi. No, I'm joking.
I wasn't. Hey, I didn't ask the question. There's a question that came from the comments, man.
Bro, really good player that I played with was here in Spain, actually. Shane, Samoan boy, played fly off. Really, really class player, bro. Great kicking game, great on attack, great in defense. Really a calm player, you know, and yeah, it was really like I was super comfortable playing alongside him.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, I'd say it was him. Like here in Spain, And then in South Africa, it would probably be a player like Cameron Wright. You know, Cam was a
Yeah.
really good scrum off, you know.
Kamalama Ding Dong.
Always putting us in the gaps, Bruce. So
Definitely.
yeah, probably be those players, eh?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah, bro. But you were probably the best captain, bro. You're probably the best captain.
There's a lot of people that will they'll argue with you on that one. There's a lot of people that'll be like, "No, he wasn't." No. There's a lot of people though. So, talk me through your first season in Spain and the culture and everything.
Bro, my first season in Spain, I was about as lost as a chameleon in a Smartie box, bro. I came here.
Carry on.
I came here with no idea, bro. Like, I had this app on my phone, Duolingo. It's like an app to obviously learn how to speak Spanish. And
I actually have that.
You got it?
I had that.
Oh,
I
now
had
you're
that.
a master. Now you're a master at speaking French.
No, I'm not a master, but
you can speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So basically, my first season, my best friend was Google Translate. Yeah, him and I were really, really close. But the nice thing about coming here was I came with two other South African boys, both from the Cape. Johan Wagenaar, he's currently watching, so I'd like to say hello to him.
And, shout out to Ron. Shout out to Ron.
Martin Scholes. So yeah, bro, it made it much easier. We were 3 Sapphires in the team. All 3 of us speaking Afrikaans.
So I was about to say, they must have been confused on the field because I know I once had Shane and Spa Dube on the field. Yeah. We'd go off in Zulu and people would be confused. The ref would look at us and say, "Stop it."
Yeah, bro, that's the thing. Yeah, so it's a good thing, you know. It's good that at least you can understand 2 other guys on the field.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, so it did really make it much easier because we were 3 guys in the same boat. But I must say, like, the management and the players from the club, Spanish guys are like super open, and you know, they like, if you show them that you're willing to help them because their rugby isn't quite as where ours was. And then yeah, bro, like, they open up their doors to you and like they try and help you with their broken English, you know. So rugby wise, it was also a project. The club wanted to get promoted into Division d'Honneur because they were in the 2nd division at the time. And that year we lost in the final with 2 points. So unfortunately we didn't get promoted. And yeah, most of the boys stayed the following season. And we managed to get the club up to Division d'Honneur. So,
okay.
Yeah, they were super stoked.
So you've been playing for the same team ever since you arrived there?
Yeah, I've been playing for the same team. This is currently my 5th season. Yeah, almost got 100 caps for the club, yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Jeez, bro. Didn't you play with Johan Wagenaar too?
Johan Wagenaar?
No. What's his name? Is it Jakub? No. There's a guy that you post you kept on posting.
Johan Wagenaar. Johan Wagenaar.
That you kept on posting with. That it was that side.
Yeah, bro,
I think he also plays loose forward.
Yeah, he plays loose forward. He's currently playing in the 2nd division here in Spain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played with Luan. How do you know him, bro? You guys play together?
I saw him from your.
Oh, okay.
You always posted, man.
Yeah, bro. No, him and I were like really good mates here, bro. He arrived here second season. But yeah, then he changed clubs. So yeah, bro. And then 3rd season we were in Division d'Honneur. We were in the 1st division. And then things got more professional. We started training like 3 times a day. Gym in the morning, then skills, then field sessions. So yeah, that's where we're currently at, bro. it's really good, yeah, bro. Really good.
And what is the team spirit like at the moment?
Um, so obviously, as you know, I'm playing rugby in Spain,
Hmm.
but there are about 6 Spanish people in my team. Okay, so mainly we are South Africans, Argentinians, one player from Samoa, one guy from England, 2 players from Chile. So yeah,
So
bro, like
so basically it's a Southern Hemisphere team in Spain.
Southern Hemisphere, bro. That's it.
Should call you guys yourselves the Southern Kings. It's fine.
With the barbarians, bro.
You see.
So yeah, so basically that's what the Spanish like rugby union is looking at. They're
Hmm.
trying to sign overseas players, keep them here for longer than 4 or 5 seasons. Then they count as Spanish players because obviously you can only have a certain amount of foreigners on the team
Yeah.
on the field at the time.
Hmm.
So yeah, basically from next season I'll be Spanish. So I'll be South African, but counting as Spanish, and then yeah, they can recruit new players, and that's how the rugby obviously gets better. Yeah,
Meaning that you arrived there 2016.
I arrived. Yeah, yeah.
I say that because next season I'm the same. It's going to be the same. I'll be a French player.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
that means that you've only played rugby in France, and you haven't gone home and played over there, right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah. So
thing is, I used to do that where I'd go home and I'll play at home, but
yeah,
I never get my. I wouldn't. That wouldn't give my body some rest. So I
100%.
needed. So when you come back and you're tired, and you're going into another full season. And seasons this side are longer than seasons back home.
Yeah, no,
So
100%, dude. I can imagine like off season is super important,
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why. Someone was asking here, how's the COVID that side? I don't think you guys have got COVID.
Bro, me personally, I haven't had it yet. But yeah, players in my team have have gone through the COVID,
Hmm.
and one of the matches actually got postponed 2 weeks ago because the opposition had 6 cases. But yeah, in general, in Spain, it was really bad. Bro. Like our city at the moment isn't as bad, but everything is still closed. Like the curfew is actually at 8 o'clock at night. But luckily, I've got a letter, which means
You have a
work.
permit.
Yeah, I've got a permit. Yeah, so yeah, our team gets tested once every week, before we play,
Hmm.
and yeah. Otherwise, bro, it's like the rest of the world. Like everyone's going through a bad time. Everything's closed. Gyms are closed. We're very lucky that we have a private gym that we can train in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all public gyms are closed, mate. So yeah.
How have you kept yourself going through these tough times?
Bro, I was actually living with another South African mate, Ger.
Hmm.
So yeah, bro, we were like trying to motivate each other throughout the quarantine. We
Hmm.
did those home workouts.
Man, I got bored. I got bored
Yeah,
of those. Man, the thing is, it's so repetitive, and
yeah,
at least in the gym, you can do repetitive exercises,
yeah,
but you can add weight,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so it makes it a
100%.
bit harder. But now you got home exercises are just annoying.
Home exercises are right if you put on weight, mate.
Yeah,
If you put on 5 kgs every second week, then your air squats are getting a bit heavier.
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
you don't have all those. You don't have the access to all those weights.
nothing, bro. The
You
thing
see.
that we worked with was bands. Like we had some bands we worked with.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro. I followed a guy actually from South Africa, Fini Fit. I don't know if you've heard about him, but South African guy,
Yeah.
and yeah, bro. He's like his workouts are super sick every afternoon at 5. So yeah, like trying to stay fit and trying to keep up with him. But yeah, it was good.
No, that's good. What's the craziest moment that you've had or ever been involved in within a team setup? Whether it's on the field, whether it's off the field.
Yeah. So I've got two, bro. I'll
Yeah.
start with off the field. Okay. So remember I told you that I was living with 30 rugby players and we were all 19 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a club in East London called Numbers. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but
No.
yeah,
No.
it's like a massive nightclub, 3 floors. And yeah, bro, craziest thing that I've been involved with there was we got into such a big fight, and those things happen. You get the scrum off. It's normally the scrum off
That
that I'm
starts.
always like,
That starts the whole.
yeah.
Yeah.
They go to the biggest guy and they try and pick a fight, and then they start looking for their teammates to help them. So yeah, mate, like craziest thing off the field was probably like a massive brawl. It was basically all the locals in East London against the academy boys at the time. So yeah, mate, it didn't turn out well, but yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then a really, really good moment that same year was when we got promoted, Bruce. So the same under-19 team,
Okay.
we played the EP Kings and in the final, and we
It's a
actually
local
get promoted.
derby, yeah.
Local derby, bro. So 2 teams from the Eastern Cape, and we got promoted. And yeah, mate, it was really a massive, massive moment, getting promoted. So the following year's under-19 group were in the A Division Currie Cup, so they could have competed against all the top dogs, all the Bulls and the Sharks
Yeah.
and Cheetahs, yeah. And then
That's
also, yeah, in Spain, bro, my second season we got promoted to Division de Honor. It's still my profile pic on WhatsApp, mate. Like, I'll never forget that moment, bro. Like,
it's always good. It's always good when you get that feeling, man.
Yeah,
It's always good when you get that feeling. I know that feeling very, very well.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing, bro. When you win a final and everyone, all the spectators and supporters, they start running onto the field and a really special moment as well. My parents were here. They came.
That is cool.
Came to visit me, mate. So
that is cool. That must have been great, man.
Yeah, no, that's cool, bro.
Yeah, Dube is asking you which South African meals do you miss the most?
Okay, bro. Yo, has to be a bra, man. Like
no, you cannot say that. No, that is just you can't say you miss a. You can do a bra in Spain. You know that, right?
Yeah, but it's not the same, bro. Have you tried Boerewors over here?
No. Okay, I understand that the meat is not the same.
Okay. But the meal that you can't get.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand your question, bro. Funny enough, I started it's difficult, eh? It's either between a king steer burger or a bunny chow, bro. Hey, I smaak a bunny, ek sê.
Man, I had a bunny when I went home now. Because I from time to time, I crave a bunny when I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love a bunny chow, bro.
No, that's cool. Then there's a question. How many years do you still have before you head home in Spain? How many years do you still have in Spain?
Bro, I don't know, eh? I'm really happy here, in general, besides rugby as well.
You don't know.
The Spanish people live such a good lifestyle, bro. Their day contains of drinking coffee, having siestas, and eating bread, bro. So super relaxed lifestyle, no one really bothering them. And I don't know, bro, it's tough, obviously, because I have my family in South Africa and I want to obviously spend time with them and that. But, if we have to look at our situation at the moment and where we stand, I really think it's good to, look at the bigger picture, try to get a citizenship here in Spain, stay here for another couple of years. And once things swing around in South Africa, obviously go back home and try to create a family that side. But yeah, at the moment, I'm really super happy in Spain.
No, that's a good thing. So here's my last question to you, man. If there was a young Johan, a little young Johan
Are you lying to
And
me?
little young Johan in Escort looking up to you and wanting to be like you,
Yeah.
what advice would you give them?
Um, yeah, so I'd say like the most important thing is you only have one chance, going through your high school or your school career. Don't be the guy that just lies back and just thinks that, yeah, I don't need to work hard or anything like that. I think you should take every opportunity that you get, take it with both hands, because you never know who's looking out for you. If you're playing a rugby match at school, or maybe you're playing Craven Week, Academy Week, you never know who's sitting in those stands looking down and maybe like scouting players.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, from my experience, I'll just say, don't give up, keep on working hard. And yeah, if you really want to achieve it, you can.
Uh, we'll cap it off there, man. We'll definitely
Yeah,
cap
bro.
it off there. Listen, bro, thank you very much for coming on live with us. It's been a minute since we've actually spoke, and
Yeah,
I'm so
bro.
happy that we've got to catch up.
Yeah,
I
bro.
I'm
100%.
I feel sorry for the whoever you teaching English though, because I know your English. I know your English, man. I know I'm not that good at English, but I know your English. I know your English, so I feel bad. I feel sorry for them. Hey, I hope the Lord is with them when you in the class with them.
Yeah, bro.
They
You
must be
know,
they must look at you crazy though. If they don't really know English, they must look at you crazy. Like you have 3 hours with them, right?
for 3 hours, bro. I only show them pictures. I just show pictures, and then they
You
must
see,
make
you
me
see,
think what it
you
is.
see. Ah, man, I'm a man. Anyway, thank you very much, man. Keep playing hard. I know that you guys are playing. How many games do you have left till the end of the season?
Bro, we got about 8 games left, bro. Eight
Okay,
games
that's not a
left.
lot. That's not a lot.
This season things are working a little bit different. You used to play both teams home and away, and this season, if you finish top six play against each other second round, bottom six play
Hmm.
against each other second round. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit different this season. Obviously, the second round is going to be harder, but yeah,
What are your
we're ready.
chances? What are your chances?
For this year, I really think as a team we're bonding very, very well. We've only lost 2 games. Yeah, we've
Okay.
lost two
Out
under
of?
8.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
not
but our
bad.
chances are good. We're lying fourth at the moment,
That's not a
and yeah,
bad thing. That's good.
we're growing, bro. That's the most important thing.
Keep on going, man, and I'll keep on supporting you from Instagram side, because that's where you always post stuff.
Yeah, bro. That's very active, mate. But anyway, Loazi, you just around the corner, bro. You must try and make a
Yeah,
plan.
I was about to say when borders open, when this whole thing is finished,
Yeah,
but I can hop on a plane, man. Two
yeah,
hours,
bro.
hour and a half, and I'm there.
I'll introduce you to some senoritas over here, bro.
No, I am spoken for.
Okay, that's good,
Yeah,
bro. I thought I
I
saw
am
something on
spoke.
the end there.
No, I am spoken for. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, man, thank you very much. Have a
All
good
good,
one,
man. Cheers, bro.
and have a good weekend. Eh?
Thanks, bro. See
Cheers,
you.
buddy.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining. That was Johan all the way in Spain, man from KwaZulu-Natal Escort. Worked hard to get where he is. Still pushing. But yeah, thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely, lovely evening. Cheers.